Hello and welcome everybody to another StarCraft 2 cast by Glitch. Today, I'm going to be casting for you some LiquidSheth games. I am so stoked to be casting some because I've been watching a lot of Sheth lately on stream. Lately he's been streaming a lot. I don't know if he streamed much before, but lately he has started to stream a lot. And so I've been watching him a lot because he's ridiculously good, and I've met him a couple of times at MLGs and things, and he is super nice. I've got to tell you, he is by far the nicest person I have ever met. Not to mention not just StarCraft players, but he is just ridiculously super uber nice. If you ever meet him, he's just the nicest, sweetest guy you will ever meet in your entire life, and he's just such a good Zerg player. He's really good. So I'm going to be looking at some of his games today. If you go to LiquidSheth.com, you can check out some of his replays there. He's got tons of replays there. So I downloaded just a few of his replays. I downloaded a ZVZ, a ZVP, and a ZVT. So I'm just going to be examining one of each. I don't even know if LiquidSheth is going to be winning every single one of these or not. But I'm going to be just looking at them just to get a little bit of a sample of Sheth's play to put out there on YouTube for people to see. These are very recent games. These were just played just like 2 or 3 days ago. So these are all very recent replays, and I'm hoping to see some really good play here from LiquidSheth. Going to be kind of focusing a little bit on the Sheth side of things, but I'll poke in on his opponents every once in a while. So, spawning here today in the bottom left corner as the blue Zerg, playing for Team Liquid, the guy I've been talking about this entire time, we have Team Liquid's Sheth. His opponent today on Tal'Darim Altar, spawning in the top left position as the red Protoss. Playing from Team FnaticMSiTTI, we have TT1. Both of these players are absolutely fantastic tournament players. I've seen them in so many tournaments. They're both very well-known players. They're both very good players. This match was just played on ladder. This was actually a match he played on stream. All 3 of the games that I'm actually going to be casting today were all played on stream, and so yeah, they're all just going to be regular old ladder matches, but looking for some good play here from Sheth today. We'll see if he can take this win against FnaticMSiTTI's TT1. Now, he has thrown down this Forge. He is going for that quick Forge fast expand, and Sheth did manage to pick off a probe there. He does have 6 Zerglings on the way. He went for a very fast pool here. He's still not taking any gas, and he's actually not really producing a whole lot of workers right now. He's got 1 Zergling now completely dealing a lot of damage there. Manages to pick off that pylon to that Forge right now, and I think FnaticMSiTTI is actually in a lot of trouble right now. There's a cannon going up in his mineral line, but these Zerglings are starting to move in here. Going to start to do some damage there. FnaticMSiTTI trying to do a little bit of sneaky business there, trying to get in as much damage as he can on those Zergs. He was trying to get in there in between all those links so he could get good surrounds by right-clicking on this mineral patch so that his Zerglings will actually move through, or that his probes, rather, will actually move through Zerglings. When your probes are trying to get to a mineral patch, they will actually just move through whatever it is, whatever's in its way, short of buildings anyway. Any units, they'll just ghost right through them. So in that case, he right-clicks on a mineral patch. It allows his probes to go straight through the Zerglings. Then he just hits stop or attack move, and then all of them will instantly start to attack, and they will get a nice good surround on those Zerglings. Now, these Zerglings are now pulling back and starting to pick off this Forge. They're starting to deal a lot of damage, and I think this Forge might actually go down. I don't think he's going to be able to do too much damage in the main right now, but Sheth, of course, is now getting up his natural expansion, now throwing down a gas geyser as well, and now he's just mining up, or droning up, because he knows he's done so much damage. He's in such a good position right now. With only 6 Zerglings, he's managed to do quite a lot of damage. These photon cannons, if these Zerglings are at full health, these photon cannons will take 2 shots to kill a Zergling, and now we do have 2 gateways up here for TT1, and he has now managed to get up a couple of Zealots as well, so they're going to be able to deny these Zerglings from doing too much more damage. But what are we getting from here in the base of Sheth? The extractor is now harvesting gas away, and are we going to see a quick Zergling speed here coming out here from Sheth? I kind of think that's most likely what he's going to be doing here. Though I could be wrong, I've seen Sheth go for that Zergling Muta style quite often against Protoss players. It's a very strong style that takes advantage of mobility, lots and lots of mobility. If you're going for that Zergling Mutalisk style, you need to be ready to go do lots of counterattacks, lots of attacking the mineral line whenever his army's out of position, lots of poking in, trying to do as much damage as you can here and there. Now, FnaticMSiTTI's TT1 is moving across the field with 4 Zealots right now. He is actually behind in the Harvester count, 25 Harvesters to 31. TT1. He's been having to use some of his chrono boosts on his gateways to get those forces out. He's just now taking his gas geyser. His Nexus is down, and now these 4 zealots are moving into the base of Sheth, but Sheth has 2 queens here, and he's producing a lot of zerglings here to be able to stop these zealots from coming in and dealing too much damage here. These zealots are getting a decent surround on, or these zerglings are getting a decent surround on all of these zealots. Quite a bit of damage being done there, despite a little bit of nice micro there by TT1, constantly pulling back those zealots to try to reduce the amount of time in between attacks that they are getting hit by these zerglings. But now Sheth is moving across the field with tons of zerglings. 12 zerglings currently on the protection tab, moving across the field. Looks like he's really going to be able to do some damage here. FnaticMSiTTI's TT1 does not have any cannons up at his front. I think he's actually saving up for one right now, but no, now he's going to be forced to pull back because there are so many zerglings coming across the map here for for Sheth rather. He's going to be able to pick off this pylon once again, and this cybernetics core is unpowered, this forge is unpowered, and there are so many zerglings now here for Sheth. Sheth's going to start to poke in here. There's a couple of zealots here, as well as a couple of probes here, but the zergling count is so high and zergling speed just now kicking in, and now all these zerglings are going to start to pick off these probes so fast, and FnaticMSiTTI's TT1 GG's out of that game. So wow. Alright, well that was a very quick game. I wasn't quite expecting that from game 1 of Sheth in his ZVP matchup of my casts for today, but there you have it. Sheth able to do some good damage there early on that one base with just those 6 zerglings, puts on pressure while he takes his expansion. And then while his expansion is up, he defends for a little bit, but once he saw his opponent had pretty much sacrificed those 4 zealots, he knew his opponent was going to be a little bit hard-pressed to catch up, especially if he was taking his expansion. Pushed back with lots and lots of zerglings, was able to just take out his opponent quite easily. So now we're going to be going into, I don't know, a ZVZ or a ZVT. I haven't decided which. I'm going to go take a look at some more replays, and I'm going to be casting some more Sheth games coming up right now, so stick with me, guys.